Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I am going to discuss about mechanism action of aspirin. First of all, let's see about what is aspirin. Aspirin is an antiplatelet drug. Chemically it is called as acetyl salicylic acid. It has both anti-inflammatory and antipyretic effects. Aspirin also inhibits platelet aggregation and is used in the prevention of blood clots in stroke and myocardial infarction. Now let's see about what is the mechanism action of aspirin. How does it act? Acetyl salicylic acid is a non-selective COX-1 and COX-2 enzyme inhibitor. This enzyme inhibition activity is highly depends on the dose of aspirin. Lower doses that inhibits the COX-1 enzyme, larger doses that inhibit COX-2 enzyme. In our antiplatelet therapy, by inhibition of COX-1 enzymatic activity results in the inhibition of platelet aggregation. How it will inhibit the COX-1 activity? The acetyl group of acetyl salicylic acids bind with a serine residue of the cyclooxygenase 1 enzyme that leads to irreversible COX-1 enzyme inhibition. This prevents the production of pain-causing prostaglandins and also stops the conversion of arachidonic acid to thromboxane A2. As we know, thromboxane A2 is a potent inducer of platelet aggregation. Once by inhibition of this thromboxane A2 that inhibit the platelet aggregation, thereby it dissolves the clot. Here I have represented the flowchart of mechanism action. Whenever the injury happens, the tissue damage that liberate the phospholipids. Once the phospholipids are exposed, that releases arachidonic acid. From arachidonic acid, by activation of cyclooxygenase enzymes, that further releases, the name of the substance is called as prostaglandin G2. Then further it releases prostaglandin H2. From the prostaglandin H2, two substances are released. Number one, thromboxane A2 by presence of the enzyme thromboxane synthase. Second one is prostacyclin by presence of enzyme prostacyclin synthase. After administration of aspirin 75 mg that inhibit the enzyme COX-1, thereby it inhibits the release of thromboxane A2. Thereby it decrease the platelet aggregation or inhibit the platelet aggregations. Whereas prostacyclin, it inhibits the platelet aggregation. Thereby it prevents the thrombosis take place in the injured blood vessels. Whereas platelet also releases the arachidonic acid. From arachidonic acid that releases cyclic enteroperoxide from COX enzymes. It releases the substance called thromboxane A2. This thromboxane A2 decreases cyclic AMP that promotes the adhesion of platelets. From the endothelium past, from the part of the endothelium in the blood vessels, that also releases arachidonic acid. By presence of cyclooxygenase enzyme, cyclic enteroperoxides, and also it releases prostaglandin I2. It produces the beneficial effects by increase the cyclic AMP level, inhibition of adhesion of platelets and release of IgG and ADP. After administration of the aspirin, it inhibits the cyclooxygenase enzyme 1, thereby it prevents the formation of thromboxane A2. So it increases the cyclic AMP, thereby it reduces the adhesion of platelets on the injured blood vessels. Then what are the adverse effects of the aspirin? Number 1, ringing in your ears, rashes, gastrointestinal ulceration, abdominal pain, upset stomach, heartburn, drowsiness, headache, cramping, gastritis, and bleeding. Then what is the dose of antiplatelet activity? Inhibition of platelet COX-1 can be achieved with low doses of aspirin, 75 to 150 milligram, given once daily through orally. Then what is the contraindication? Who should not take aspirin tablet? Number 1, anemia from pyruvate kinase and glucose 6 phosphate deficiencies, an ulcer from too much stomach acid, thrombotic and thrombocytopenic purpura, a type of blood disorders, alcoholism, clotting disorders, and hemophilia. These are the conditions the patient should not take aspirin. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly subscribe and share. We will meet again.